For those of us who couldn't wait, it's finally here, college football, which always brings back the glory days. So that's why this week on Explore Tulsa, we start the show with the Queen of Comedy's backup play caller.
Then we take Tulsa on the runway.
Followed by ladies making it mean something.
Plus, the best park to work in.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's good to see you with us as we kick off this week's Explore Tulsa. Stevie, are you going to wear that football helmet the entire show?
I might. It's classic comedy, like the stuff I grew up watching with reruns of Lucille Ball and her sitcoms. There was this one time when she was a football referee on the Lucy Show so that her sons could go to an NFL game.
Ooh, that was a good one. And beside her the whole time as she filmed that show and many others was Oklahoma's own Wanda Clark.
That's right. Wanda was Lucy's private secretary for over 25 years, and John Erling shares his interview with her from voicesofoklahoma.com.
Lucille Ball was one of the top comedic actresses in the 1950s with the television show I Love Lucy. It co-starred her husband, Desi Arnaz. It set the stage for a generation of family-related sitcoms to come. And for 4 seasons, it was the #1 show in the country. The Oklahoma tie to this story is Wanda Clark, who, having grown up in Oklahoma City, went to Los Angeles, and she worked for Look magazine and also the TV show Queen for a Day. And then she got a job working for Lucille Ball. Now, Wanda tells Voices of Oklahoma of her first meeting with Lucille.
I was supposed to start work on a Monday, but that Saturday, Lucy had an interview with Look magazine, as a matter of fact. Doug Kirkland was the photographer, and oh, he's a brilliant photographer. Award-winning, beautiful photographs. So anyway, Lucy said if I wanted to come to the house and be there at the photo shoot, I could, but I didn't have to. I could wait till Monday. Well, you think I'd pass that up? I went to the house, knocked on the door. The maid let me in, but Lucy hadn't told her I was coming. So I says, my name's Wanda Clark. And it wasn't that she didn't believe me, but I waited in the hall while she went to tell Lucy I was there. And Lucy came down the stairs, says, hi, honey, I'm Lucy. And that's how I met her for the first time.
And then Wanda worked for Lucille Ball for 28 years. Wanda, who now lives at Grand Lake, got in on many, many stories that Lucille Ball told. And she told us these 2 stories about Jimmy Stewart and Jack Benny.
Lucy told stories all the time. She told the story about Jimmy Stewart. He bought 2 lots. His house was on the one, the other he kept for a beautiful garden, trees, plants, and even vegetables. He enjoyed that. He would come to Lucy's house. He never went to the front door. He'd come around to the side door, and he had a basket of vegetables. Well, she had a new Chinese cook at the time, and he opened the door and says, oh, no, we have vegetable man, and he shut the door. So Jimmy went back to his home and called Lucy, and he says, well, you don't want my vegetables anymore. Lucy told that story on Jack Parr and Johnny Carson and everything. And then she told the story about Jack Benny, who did live next door, Lucy's driveway and Jack's house. So one night, the family was at dinner, the kids were still young and at home. Jack came across that driveway, came in the back door, through the kitchen, and the dining room, playing his fiddle. Walked around the dining room a couple of times, and Lucy was falling on the floor. She was laughing so hard. He never broke character. He walked out the kitchen door and went back home without saying a word. He just played his fiddle while they were having dinner.
For several years, I Love Lucy was on the radio, and then they decided to bring the show to television. And Lucy wanted to cast Desi Arnaz, her real husband, as her show husband, Ricky Ricardo.
When they wanted to bring it to TV, Lucy agreed if they brought the original writers and if they cast Desi Arnaz as her husband. And nobody wanted Desi for that. They said, oh, he's got an accent. But Lucy insisted because Desi was touring the country with his dance band. He wasn't home. She wanted him home. They wanted a family. She always said, you can't start babies over the telephone or something like that. She was pretty funny about that. But anyway, that's how Lucy fought and insisted, and Desi got to play Ricky Ricardo.
Honey, no.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
Why, you didn't give me a chance.
Are you kidding?
No.
It's me!
Now, we all know that Lucy had red hair, but Wanda takes us behind the scene to tell us the true hair story.
What was the true color of her hair?
Brown, not too dark a brown. She was a platinum blonde for a while in the movies. The story I hear, Sidney Gilliroff, who was head of makeup at MGM, during the Technicolor days, got the red.
He suggested,
Sidney Gilliroff.
because of the coloring, made her a redhead.
Yeah. Irma Cousley was Lucy's hairstylist forever because Irma did do Katharine Hepburn and she did Judy Garland. She did so many other people. Lucy always wore a wig when she was on camera because her own hair was fine and it would just melt under the lights. So she always had a wig. But when Lucy became a redhead was in the mid-40s.
We never saw her real hair.
It was just like the wig, same
Yeah,
style and
right.
everything, same
Yeah.
color, same style.
In an episode of Here's Lucy, you'll see Wanda as a typist. All the shows were very scripted and well rehearsed for 4 days, and then they would film the show on the 4th day. So here's Wanda talking about the script for that episode.
The script was Lucy was supposed to hire someone to help her in the office. The script called for a really fast typist. Really, really, really fast. And Lucy found out at the first read-through around the table that the actor they hired for that part could not type. Lucy says, "Get Wanda down here." They'd call me, and I went down and I did that part. But the funny thing is, I'd been typing on an electric typewriter for many years by that time. And electric typewriters don't have a carriage sling. And that's what Lucy wanted, the clang-clang and the sling. So what I typed that day was gibberish. But I had the rhythm, and that's what Lucy wanted, the rhythm of that typist. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do it.
Oklahoman Wanda Clark telling the story of Lucille Ball for Voices of Oklahoma. As we concluded our time with Wanda, I asked her how we should remember Lucille Ball.
Lucy very much believed in the art of selfishness, is what she called it. She was a big follower of Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. In fact, Dr. Peale married her and Gary Morton. Lucy always said, if you don't take care of yourself first, then you can't take care of what else you need to do. So she called it the art of selfishness, and she was very big about that.
Lucille Ball still cracks me up. I guess I just love the innocence of the comedy from that time period.
Well, you do a pretty good job of keeping that slapstick alive and well.
You want that give you a wet willy?
No, but if you'd like to hear the rest of John Erling's interview with Wanda Clark, visit voicesofoklahoma.com for hers and many other stories from prominent Oklahomans.
Lucy was a lot like you, Trish. Funny and runway model. Beautiful.
Aw, thanks, Stevie.
Well, if I can get you on Runway Tulsa, you might be able to get me a pic with 2015's Mrs. Oklahoma, Michelle Evans.
There's always a catch with you. But we'll find out next when we come back with more Explore Tulsa.
Hey, it's Stevie from Explore Tulsa with my friend and optometrist for many years, Dr. Robert Zellner. Tell everybody why it's so good to come in to see you.
Well, that's a great question. Let's see, we've got 2 great locations. We try to stay cutting edge at every point along the way because let's face it, everybody wants to come in and get taken care of in a timely fashion and get the latest, greatest stuff and save some money and get on with their life. And see clearly.
And if you don't believe it, look on the website.
Absolutely, drzellner.com. You can find that we have our 2 locations at 69th and Memorial and 3030 South Harvard, or you can give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020.
And I got 4 kids, and I gotta tell you, as a big family like that, it's affordable too.
Oh yes, and of course, the number one reason, you save some money. I mean, with our 2-pair specials, with our different unique packages that we put together, I mean, you can come in here and your money can go a lot farther than anywhere else.
And that's why with Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates, seeing is believing.
Oh, I like that, Stevie. Well done.
Hello and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa. Stevie, what are you doing with your face?
I'm working on my blue steel look.
So I'm guessing Zoolander is like the closest you've been to a fashion show.
I'd be more of an expert, but I haven't seen Zoolander 2 yet.
Why don't we just let the ladies in the know tell us what to look forward to at this year's Runway Tulsa?
It's all about fashion. And it started because of fashion and because Tulsa is such a fantastic place to be. And the bottom line was we wanted to showcase that it doesn't have to be New York, LA, London, Paris, any of these other places to have top-notch fashion. We've got it here. It's beautiful fashion that we have here, from beautiful clothes to beautiful people inside and out. And it's just a way that people can know that Tulsa, Oklahoma is also a place where we are fashionable.
I lived in New York for 4 years. We went to Fashion Week there, and it's just a fun time for, you know, get a group of you guys together, go out with your spouse, just get dressed up, enjoy fashion, enjoy the new and current fashion coming out. So it's just a fun thing to do.
I don't think there's any way better to celebrate the creativity and the talent here in Tulsa. We have local designers, we have statewide designers who are really making a national and international name for themselves.
Joshua Christopher, he was on Project Runway Season 9, is also coming here, and that's a big coup for all of us, and everybody knows who he is, and so it's spectacular that we have this type of celebrity coming to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I think Tulsa is such a cultural place. We love the ballet, we love the orchestra, and fashion is just a big part of that.
It was so fun. I mean, it's like kind of getting married again. You get to go and pick out your evening gown and, you know, just kind of wear something that expresses who you are.
I have a very eclectic taste, I think. You know, I love, well, leopard, as you can see. You know, I think I dream in glitter. So I think it's wonderful to be able to see these designers put their thoughts, their dreams, their emotions into an outfit and see somebody strut that down the runway.
What I love about it is that it benefits the community. It goes back to fashion here in Tulsa. Some of the proceeds go towards college kids and high school kids and just adults that want to get in the fashion industry and make a name here in Tulsa.
I think one of the great things about being a VIP is you get to come to Lexus of Tulsa for a very big media night. You get to sit on the front row and really be right there in the moment. A lot of times we think of New York Fashion Week. Well, we have Runway Tulsa right here in our hometown, and you can sit on the front row. Well, I think Lexus of Tulsa is an icon here in Tulsa. They obviously have an amazing product. And I think it's awesome that they want to support a group in Tulsa that is trying to change the fashion landscape. And I think it's a perfect match.
Fashion is just fun. Fashion is who you want to be, who you don't want to be, who you want to be for a second, who you are right now. It's an expression of you. Whether it's your hair in pigtails, or coloring it pink, or wearing short skirts, or long ball gown dresses, whatever you want, that's fashion. It should be fun. It shouldn't be something to critique and tear apart. It should be something to make people feel good about them.
I think one of the best things about a fashion show is you never know exactly what to expect. Because you're seeing someone's hopes and dreams play out on stage, you really get to feel sort of, you know, what they see the world or how they see the world. So I think it's exciting to be able to go and see different views of fashion, whether it's short mini skirts, long dresses, jeans, or evening wear. You see just a little bit of everything with such creative flair.
Oh, Sherika Miko and Cindy Morrison let me be on their Facebook Live post while we were filming that segment. Then each of them and 2015 Mrs. America Michelle Evans all gave me a hug.
Well, we're all so happy that worked out for you, Stevie.
Check it out. You can still smell their perfume. I haven't washed this arm since then.
Oh my gosh, there's still time to get your ticket to this great fashion event, going on September 14th through the 18th. Just visit runwaytulsa.com.
Our next guests are ladies that are very fashion conscious too, and would look pretty good on the runway.
Plus, Hudson and Heart have some hot new gift ideas we'll know you'll love when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
Hello, I'm John Erling with Voices of Oklahoma. Our great state has been home to countless individuals whose place in history has been earned through each of their many accomplishments. Voices of Oklahoma's mission is to preserve their story in an oral history presentation like none other. Accounts direct from famous Oklahomans, political figures, and many others who have left their indelible mark on the development, history, and future of Oklahoma. So please, treat yourself by listening to those who are the voices of Oklahoma.
Hi again, and thanks for stopping in for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, when you guys were expecting kids, what were your gender announcements like?
I walked out of the hospital room with a blue or pink gum cigar and said, it's a boy or a girl.
Well, luckily today, there are much more creative alternatives, and the ladies from Hudson and Heart are leading the way.
I was a teacher, and then when I had my second, I came home and started my own business from home just to kind of make ends meet. And I did like personalized gifts.
My oldest daughter, Ashley, came up with the idea, and she said she wanted to come up with a gift that would be lasting.
I've kind of been all over the place. I've cut hair, I did dentist assistants. So I've never really found my niche, and so whenever they asked me to do this, I was really, really excited.
Well, Ashley's the artistic one. Lauren is the business-minded one.
My sister and I have like always grown up trying to come up with some idea to make or create. We've always like called each other with different ideas. So we got along for the most part. She picked on me maybe a little bit, but overall we've gotten along, and we've gotten super close since we've gotten older. When my sister was first born, I don't know that I was super excited. I thought she was gonna come out ready to play with me and be my buddy, and she laid there and cried and took attention. But now we're like best friends. My mom brings to the table her organization. She's completely organized. I think we work in a warehouse. It would be a complete mess without her staying on top of it. And then she does a lot of the marketing. She is always out there online, sending out emails to news stations, just anywhere to get the word out about us. My sister brings to the table, she's like an Energizer bunny. She's younger than me, which is a good thing, so she's up all night long. She will negotiate with people. She doesn't take no for an answer. We all know each other's personalities so well, and we know where one has strengths and one has weaknesses, and I feel like we kind of pick up on each other's slack, and we have our kids that work with us, so it's been like a fun family business.
All of our plates have some type of symbolism. All of our new loveys our gender reveals, they all have symbolism. So when we were thinking of an event, we would tie in something to that event that had some symbolic meaning.
Even before we came up with this and before we launched it, I mean, it was 2 years of designing and coming out with every detail and finding, people that could make it for us.
We didn't know what we were doing. We've reached out to a lot of people asking advice, and we kept saying we take 2 steps forward and maybe 3 back. It was just a progression.
Well, I did gender reveals with my kids, and then we've seen them a million times with our friends and family members, and so we just wanted to do something that people could keep. We saw the smoke bombs and the cake, and there's balloons that come out of a box and confetti. So whenever she brought up the idea, we really researched it, and the lovey is something that the baby can keep. We have milestone stickers that come in the box as well.
And so when she came up with that idea, Lauren and I were totally backing her 100%. We call them loveys. We have 3 boys and 3 girls. We have the fox and the monkey and the lion for the boys, and then we have the bunny and the cat and the lamb for the girls.
We have a charity also, so whenever we give that gift to someone else, it also gives a gift to a child in need. We donate a meal to a child in need through Feed My Starving Children Foundation, so it's a gift that keeps giving.
We've been packaging our loveys, and the first time I packaged one, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, this person is going to open up this box and they're going to find out if they're having a boy or a girl, hopefully in front of friends and parents. And you're thinking, oh, I got to double check this. I'm going to check I got the right lovey in there. I got the right symbolism. I got the right, milestone stickers, because you want to make that occasion perfect.
For one, seeing our idea come to life and then actually having it in places and people liking it and responding to it has been so rewarding for all of us. It's been really neat.
Oh, I love their ceramic plates. I got you the Hostess with the Mostest place for Christmas. Shoot, I wasn't supposed to tell you.
To pick out your favorite gift, visit hudsonandheartco.com to see all they have to offer and how to make someone on your list very happy.
It's great to see people like Ashley, Lori, and Lauren make their business dreams come true.
Another place where you can witness the power of Oklahoma growth in business is our next stop in Pryor, Oklahoma.
Home of Mid-America Industrial Park. They're coming up when we come back with more Explore Tulsa.
Hey, this is Daniel Gulick, local artist in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
At Video Revolution, the future is now. Behold the beauty of the new Sony 4K High Dynamic Range TV. A true view display producing real-world clarity and brilliant colors with Triluminous X1 technology. Step into the future for yourself at Video Revolution on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hi there. If you're wondering where the power of industry lies as the heart of Oklahoma, you need to look no further than right here on Explore Tulsa.
Right, Stevie, because we found a great resource for industry in Pryor, Oklahoma at the Mid-America Industrial Park.
Well, our ultimate goal is really to fill the park with businesses that provide great jobs for the residents of Northeast Oklahoma. Well, over time, there has been 80 different companies that make this home, and over 3,700 employees come to work here every day. It was a black powder munitions plant back from World War II, and all of the assets were then transferred into a trust because they were, decommissioned. So the water plant, the waste treatment plant, all of the roads and all of the buildings that were used in the plant were then put into the trust, and then the land has since been sold to companies, and it is what it is today. So all those things made up for a great place for industry to start. So what we find is we have a lot of chemical plants. I.E. DuPont has a agri-nutrition plant here. We have a distribution, and we have a wide variety of industries here. Google is a major player here and one of the, the most innovative. They have the data center here, one of the 8 in the United States. And surprisingly enough, they're a heavy water user and electric user because they have to cool all of the computers there. We strive to make this effectively a business community. So we have urgent care. We have, of course, emergency services here. We have 3 educational institutions on site, and then all of the businesses. So hotels, up on the 69 highway. So we have everything it takes to operate a business effectively. It's so hard to find a job. It's so hard to find training. And really, it's hard to understand really what jobs are because they're changing, they're technical, and the current system doesn't really do that. So I get to drive change in the schools through Mid-America Delivers and really give these students an opportunity to have a career. Mid-America Delivers is the program that we branded to sell what I would say is the combination of all of the training and opportunities here to potential employees, and that would include students, right? So Mid-America Delivers is a program where you can get training, you can get exposure to the business, you can get internships, you get job shadowing. We actually have the businesses that are going out to the schools to talk to the students about their companies and about the careers that are available. So it's a very long-term view of a program that is designed to get kids familiar with the opportunities here at the park so that they can go to work after they get out of school right here. Well, part of Mid-America Delivers extends into the high schools. So what we decided is that we needed to have a mini career center within the high school so that we could communicate with students, we could get the businesses, give the businesses a place to go to talk to the students, and actually get the students more involved in science, technology, and mathematics, STEM education. So we basically funded in the schools in Mayes County a STEM lab, and that lab has been redesigned with computers and all of the lab equipment and all the kits for the students to actually have hands-on training to make things and do things in a little more of an advanced way. We want people here over the years to know that Mid-America is here. There's a job here for them, there's training available, and that they can live a great life, right here in Northeast Oklahoma, because, if you live here, you want to stay here. And if you don't have an opportunity to have a career, then you might leave or go to school and then leave. And so we don't want that. We want people to see the future.
Everything you need to know about being a powerhouse like Google, Chevron, and DuPont, all in one great little package.
To learn more about how it all works at Mid-America Industrial Park, visit MAIP.com.
Mid-America is like a great football team, which reminds me, did you hear about the Texas Aggie that got a concussion while eating at a pie eating contest?
Oh my gosh, what happened?
The cow kicked him in the head.
Stick around. We'll be back with more Explore Tulsa.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99 or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Be sure and join us next week when we take a peek at technology and inventions unveiled at the recent Tulsa Mini Maker Fair.
Special thanks to John Erling for sharing with us his interview of former Lucille Ball Private Secretary Wanda Clark.
Well, thanks too to the ladies of Runway Tulsa, Shira Kamiko, Mrs. America 2015 Michelle Evans, and Cindy Morrison. And thanks to Ashley Lancer, Lori Christopoulos, and Lauren Wells for making gift giving even easier with Hudson and Heart gifts ideas.
Also, thanks to David Stewart for showing just how much Mid-America Industrial Park has to offer.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
And hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by, say hello to Ron and all the guys for all of your home entertainment needs.
And Explore Tulsa is also proudly brought to you by Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Home of Tulsa's best eye care value, with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.